Do I drink? Yeah, I drink. Yeah. I tried going raw with the suffering. I like my suffering raw. But no. A bit of sedation. It goes a long way. Cheers. Life is what you make it. It's unload time. It's unload time, guys. This is your opportunity as well. I'll quit doing these type of videos if you feel that there is no need, but offloading every now and again, surely that can't be a bad thing, huh? So this is your chance, yeah? Agree, disagree. Do whatever the frig you like. But basically, that's what these videos are about. Life is what you make of it. Yes. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. Of course. In regards to how you think. In regards to how you act. In regards to the consequence of those thoughts and actions. Of course. Life is what you make of it. However, the go fuck yourself part of that is external influence and the impact that that actually has on your life in regards to life is what you make it. And that brigade, you know, and what I mean by that is just the overriding positivity. Hey, look, there are many years, you know, I've done coaching, all the rest of it for many years in regards to, well, you don't coach on being negative, do you? It's not really going to get you very far. Yeah, a lot of the coaching I did, the natural stance is to be more optimistic, to be positive. And I don't disagree with that. But there is a brigade out there that is just overwhelmingly so, isn't it? Yeah, that just totally wants to dismiss the idea that this life in general, there is a high level of suffering. And they just want to completely dismiss that. It seems to be very much in the sort of self-help type game. In the more we can sell you the positivity and package that up and almost eliminate the idea that you're not going to ever have to deal with shit in your life ever again, the richer I get. And yet, obviously, the reality remains that that is an absolute crock of shite. That life will have a significant element of suffering in it because it seems to be geared up like that. So in regards to what life is, what you make of it, yes, okay, we can all get on board with such notions in regards to the common sense. But in regards to the external factors that I just mentioned there, let's just discuss that a wee bit because I think that's what we need to do here. As I go in front of the light, the camera reacts to it, sort of lights up my face and then doesn't it? There you go. The light is back. The external elements of life is what you make of it. What about, and I'm going to use this completely fictitious scenario. What if you were born into a place and off the bat, the notion is you were born free. Everybody's born free. But then you're quickly reminded as you start to grow awareness. You're quickly reminded as you start to grow the ability to think, maybe even get to a stage of critical thought. Not many people get to that stage, I know. But let's say you have some thoughts, some critical thought. You start to develop awareness. And then you start to realize that this place, there is a lot wrong with it. It is far from perfection. Yeah. And you start to realize that notion of being born free, how accurate really is it? Certainly when you compare things to things like how accurate the Truman Show is and the Matrix and all the rest of it. They are just strong analogies that most people can relate to, which is why I use them. You start to build an awareness and appreciation about stuff in general in regards to just how much of a slave you are. And this, of course, is in everyday life. This is in relation to the chains on you, typically related to financial. Of course, that's what everybody's dealing with. And let's use that as the example of the external factors that I'm talking about here. Life is what you make of it. In this totally fictitious scenario where you have external, highly influential factors like dominating influences that say, if you don't do this, if you don't pay that, if you do not do this, we have the power to utterly destroy you. And in this totally fictitious scenario where you are born into this system with very little choice, and you have to go along with it and go along with sayings like life is what you make of it, it brings about just a wee bit of frustration. Well, for some, I'm sure. And if you're feeling that, if you're tealing it, then you'll like these sort of videos, because this is your opportunity, isn't it? Because we are massive slaves. And that's how it is. And there are external factors, very dominating ones, that will make sure that that remains. And in regards to life is what you make of it. Yes, you can make choices. Yes, you can have thoughts. Yes, you can hold power and sovereignty where you can still get it. But that's the key, isn't it? What I just said, where you can still get it. It's becoming less and less. It's becoming harder and harder. And it's becoming more evident that that power and sovereignty over your thought and choice is becoming more and more challenged every day. And that level of slavery is becoming more prominent. So let's end this this appealing message with a bit of positivity, shall we? Let's end it with a bit of positivity in that ultimately it falls down to choice for a lot of things, and maybe things can get better, for sure. But it very much comes down to choice, and not all the time, because that's the point of this video. But in regards to living by your standards and morals, that is at least a choice that you'll always have, and stick with that, because it's important. And don't let the bastards grind you down. Ta-ta.